traveling across your use year date. Say you have a October use year. It starts October 1 of every year and carries all the way till September 30th the following year. If you wanted to travel, say late September into early October, your trip would actually cross over into multiple use years. So this requires you to actually book 2 reservations. First off, you cannot have a reservation pull from 2 separate use years at the same time. So you have to book it kind of as a split stay in a sense. And you've got to make sure you put the points within the right proper use year before you make the transaction, because it's going to try to put them where the computer says it's supposed to be, which would be use year A, use year B. You got to make sure that all the points are lined up. And I want to show you here in the example in just a second. So this is a tricky one. It's pretty cool though, but you actually have the ability to kind of make one trip happen with 4 use years worth of points.
Let me put this in there. Maybe it'll help understand it. So each reservation can only use from 3 use years.
Right.
So the second use year can now pull from an additional use year.
Yep.
So it may be, for you, it may be 1 vacation.
Yep.
For the system, it's 2 reservations and two different banking borrowing windows.
Exactly. And the unique thing that comes down to it is you're able to book, bank from year A into year B. You can borrow from year C into year B, and then you can actually borrow from D into C and pile them all together into one long trip and make it work and actually get 4 years of points. Now here's the thing, you're not magically creating new points that didn't exist. You're still using your points that you have. So it's a very unique situation, but it's kind of a handy one, especially for people that find themselves, they know they're not gonna be able to travel maybe in a couple years. And they're like, what am I gonna do with these points? And they're like, well, if I travel close, I can combine all these points up. We can do a big trip, blow through them, and then we take a couple years off. So it's kind of a handy thing. So here's the example. We're using kind of the same layout that we used earlier. The trip occurs late September, we'll say September 28th through October 4th. Well, we know that the use year turns over on 10/1, and this is where I wanted to show you what's really cool with this calendar thing that we built today is on the next slide. You can actually see specifically that those colors are 2 different colors. So that tells me that we have 2 different use years in play for this trip. One's pulling from October of 2022. The next one's actually pulling from October of 2021, or vice versa, I should say. So this is where you have to start aligning points. So let's just make it easy math. Say the trip was 100 points from 9/28 till 10/1 and 100 points from 10/1 through 10/4. I need to make sure I get 100 points sitting within the 2021 year, and I need to make sure I've got another 100 points sitting in 2022 when I go to book it. If I don't, it's going to kick back saying you don't have enough points. There's not, and you have to move things around. So it's a tricky scenario, but I wanted to run it because people will get to the situation of try to book a trip and they're like, why isn't it working? Well, the moment you're crossing into the new use year, you're required to pull points from that year.
If you found this video helpful, please click the like button and subscribe to the DVC Shop YouTube channel. We have some great educational videos coming out soon, so be sure to turn on notifications to be the first one to know when they're released. Thank you for watching, and happy traveling!